Hey folks, it's Monday night and your favorite redneck's in the house. If you would, I need somebody to give me a sound check, please. I had to go back to my old mic. Ordered a pop screen for my new one. I didn't receive it. I don't know when it's going to get here. It was supposed to be here on Friday and it never showed up. So if you can let me know how I sound, I'd greatly appreciate it. Looks like we got a lot of folks in the house already. We got Big Prep here and Tammy Joe.
Rebecca said you're good.
Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Tammy Joe gave me a check as well.
5 by 5. Is that military talk where all's good?
That means everything's good. All right. Got Michael Jazz Cats with us again tonight. Brother Phillips here. Appreciate it, brother. I truly do. Fluffy, did it get cold up there? I know it's supposed to get cold up your way. It's getting a little chilly down here actually for this time of year. Getting nice though. I enjoy it. JD, are you new? I don't recall seeing you here with us before, but I appreciate you being with us. Hope you subscribed and you're part of the community now. So right off the bat, let me post this up. If you do subscribe, when you hit that subscribe button down below, it should be right there. It should be red if you're not a subscriber. If you are, it's black. But there's a little bell right beside that. You need to click that bell and then click on all. And that way you'll get notice for all of my postings, the videos, the live events, whatever I post, it'll be sent right to you and you'll never miss one. So hopefully you'll do that for me. Fourth and goal's in the house. All right. And here we go. Arkansas. Yep. Got to have Arkansas in the house.
We have a live audience tonight.
I hope we get our Iowa crowd here. They haven't popped up yet, but hopefully they'll get here and we'll be able to spread the word up there. Hey, Glenn, what's going on, bud? Glad you're here with us. It looks like we got a good number of folks here already. So let me just get right into it. A couple of things I want to talk about first is the stuff we're going to have some fun here. This stuff with Twitter. Elon Musk is burning the liberals up. Their head's about to pop. But of course, you know how the liberal media is going to handle that. And they're fascists. They're just straight up fascists. A lot of people don't realize what a fascist is. So I'm going to tell you, it's not what you see on Wikipedia nowadays or whatever the hell you look it up on Google. A fascist is somebody that wants to silence opposing voices. And that's exactly what the liberal media is doing. It's been 10 days, 11 days since all of this stuff came out on how Twitter has been suppressing conservative voices. Hell, we all know they banned the president of the United States. It's ridiculous. So they just don't want that word getting out. So what I say, 10 days? I know it's been 10 days since this thing broke. The big three have reported on it not 1 second. CBS, NBC, ABC. They haven't said one thing about all of this stuff that's breaking. I guess it's because it makes them look like fools. But that's a classic example of what a fascist is. They want to silence opposing voices. That's what we're dealing with in the media. So, you know, right there goes my monetization for this video, but hell, it was worth it. Hoosier Prepper Nurses in the house. I hope your event at the church went well. Appreciate you being here. If you folks haven't checked her channel out, you need to go over there and do that. She puts up some great recipes and some fantastic money-saving ideas. So go over there and check her out. She does a lot of good work. Need to get over there, like I said, and let's boost them numbers for her. She does it the same reason why I do this, because she enjoys doing it. But it helps you out a whole lot. So, all right, the Twitter thing, let's get on by that. I mean, we all know what's happening. If you didn't know what was happening, you wouldn't be here. That's the reason why you're here. You don't want any crap. You know, you just want to hear what's happening, and that's what you're going to get here. So, another thing I want to comment on before I really get into what I was scheduled is there's a lot of talk from the incoming members on the House of Representatives now that the Republicans are going to have control. Well, let's see how well they want to take control. All of these terrible laws that's been passed by the liberals in the last 2 years can all be repealed with one vote. So let's see if they step up and do it. You know, if they want that 87,000 new IRS agents down your throat, they'll just leave it like it is. But if they want to take care of you, they're going to repeal that law because it had a bunch of other crap in it that all it does is hurt the American people. It does nothing for this country at all. So I'm going to leave that right there. Hopefully, you know, you voted for a good conservative. I'm not going to say a Republican because there's a lot of Republicans that are nothing but Republicans in name only. So I'm going to say a conservative. Hopefully you voted for a good conservative. I also have an audience in the house tonight.
Rebecca says hi to Susie and Carol.
So it should be a lot of fun. If you got a question, throw it at me.
Got a live audience.
They might regret that. But, all right, Craig's in the house. Appreciate it, my man. Hitler and Axis partners disarm citizens, and then that's right there. They take control. They want to silence you. They want to be able to take away your right to defend yourself or your ability to defend yourself. We're going to get into that in just a minute. That's my stupid news for the week. You're not going to believe what I found, but it's real. I got the proof right here.
Stupid news every week.
Yeah. But first, our favorite Russian, Vladdy, he again threatened using nuclear weapons as a deterrent instead of for defense. So he did actually say that they would use nuclear weapons if things get too heavy over there. And it was confirmed by his ambassador to the United Kingdom today. You know, they pretty much told the British people, yeah, we're going to drop them on you if we have to. So that's not going to be pretty if it ever happens. So let's hope it don't. But that, you know, Putin's a crazy bastard. You never know what that guy's going to do. And their culture don't accept defeat. So it might not be a very good thing in the end. So we'll see what happens. But also this week, a couple of bad, I've been telling you guys, get that food, get it. Right here, we're seeing the beef shortages looms. You know, I'm not worried about the Florida oranges. Maybe that's just me because I live in Florida. They're right here, but they are getting expensive. But there's going to be a beef shortage coming up. Right now, beef prices are falling, but that's because the market has been flooded with beef. If you remember, back in the spring and the summer, all of those beef farmers, remember seeing those videos of those guys lined up trying to get to the processing houses? They were taking all those cows over there because they couldn't afford to feed them. Well, right now, all of those products are hitting the shelf and prices are dropping. But once all of that's gone, it's going to be a shortage. It's going to be a terrible shortage. And prices are going to go through the roof. But, you know, cow farts are running the world, so that's probably a good thing, right? I'm being sarcastic, excuse me there. But you think John Kerry minds spending $50 a pound for a steak? Nope, he don't. So, you know, he don't care if me and you starve to death. As long as he can fly on his private plane and eat his $50 steaks, he's happy. But we're the peons. You got to remember that. You're a peon. Some more bad news. This came out this morning on Bloomberg. Vegetables have gone up 40% in the last 30 days. All vegetables, lettuce, corn, onions, whatever, has gone up an average of 40% in a month, which means from last year at this time, it has gone up 80%, which is ridiculous.
And you have to go buy only what you're going to eat for 2 days
Right.
because it goes bad because it's been sitting somewhere.
Right. And like I said last week.
Lettuce used to last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And now 2 days later, you're like, it's wilted.
Yeah, if you remember last week, I commented on that, how, you know, the vegetables aren't lasting when you go buy them because they've been somewhat sitting somewhere in a warehouse or somewhere.
A truck delayed.
Yeah, or, you know, because I think mostly because of transportation, but also we got to remember that those fertilizer prices shot through the roof back in the spring, and farmers weren't able to grow as many vegetables. So that has a lot to do with it too. But it's going to wind up costing me and you in the end. So I would like to recommend right here, right now, mark my word, you can mark the date if you want to. 1 year from today, you won't be able to afford a pound of steak. So you might want to get out and grab some dehydrated beef while you can. Dehydrated chickens. What's going on in the peanut gallery?
I said she will. She has a farm.
Oh yeah, she's got her own cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to come to your house and get some
I
meat.
said she's got cows. She's going to be able to get it.
Yeah, we got a true homesteader in the house with us tonight. You know, we'll be hitting her up for some of that beef.
Yeah, we
I'm
embarrassingly fed her steak this week.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. So get out there and get that dehydrated beef and chicken and what. I know the prices are outrageous right now, but they're going to double between now and this time next year. So.
Sorry.
Lady Prepper's head's about to
So
blow
sorry.
off over there. She's got a respiratory infection this week, and she's fighting that off. So Hey.
Sneezing full.
she's blowing her head off. She's coughing, and hopefully she'll get over that in a couple of days. It's not the big C.
No, I got tested. I'm good.
We had that checked. It's not the flu. That it's
Not
just
strep throat. I just got a crappy cold.
it's just a cold.
All
So,
good. That's better than regular.
but get those dehydrated beefs, those dehydrated meats, folks. Or hey, I know a lot of you don't like Spam. I love it. Spam and eggs is awesome. Fried Spam sandwich is awesome. But, get those canned meats when you can. Those canned hams, the Spam. Canned hams are just like Spam. They last forever. As long as that can's sealed up, it ain't swelled or rusty, that'll be good in, 2610. So hopefully you can get out there and get them while they're still affordable. But do that. All right, let me get on to the stupid news this week. This is one of the dumbest damn things I ever saw in my life, honestly. And I've seen a lot of stuff. All right. States are letting people surrender their Second Amendment rights. They can actually fill out a form. I got one. You can go online and get it. I got one right here. You can fill that out and tell them you don't want to have Second Amendment rights anymore. You send them, you paste a copy of your driver's license right here in this section. And then you fill out, the basic information, name, address, stuff like that. And Washington, Oregon, California, right now, those people can do that.
So do you turn in your guns with the form?
Let me read this at the bottom here. Because you have filed this voluntary waiver of firearm rights, effective immediately, you may not purchase, possess, or receive any firearm.
Oh, hell no.
So I went online today and printed this off. It's there.
That's crazy.
I mean, that is some of the dumbest shit right there I've ever seen in my life. Why would you sign away your rights? I mean, gosh, come on, people. Things are bad enough with these politicians trying to take our firearms now. They don't want us to be able to defend ourselves. But when you give up that right, you're just telling them, yeah, go ahead and run over me. Go ahead and rule me.
So if you sign that form and then you do something to protect yourself, you waive the right and then you're going to prison.
Well, if you use a gun, if you sign this and you have to file this with the county clerk
Wow.
in the county they live in. But if you use a gun after that, you're going to jail.
Wow.
It's that simple.
That's crazy.
Purple's in.
You should go double hell no.
Yeah. That's what our country's gotten to. It's crazy. We're going to get into some of that here in just a second. Let me get a shot of my apple juice here.
Scottish.
God made that so my people wouldn't have taken over the world. All right. If it wasn't for that, everybody in the world would be Scottish right now. So, all right. All right. Let's get on into my next little topic here. Let's talk about this fellow right here. You guys heard about this? The Satan clubs in schools. They created this nice little character here, a little cartoon character, so it would be attractive to younger people. And they're trying to start Satan clubs in schools across the country. They already have them in Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, California, and North Carolina. But some of the people in North Carolina is fighting back. Got to give them credit for that. But it's just, you go to a school and tell them you want to have a Bible class and see what the hell happens. They go crazy. Nope, can't have that. It's like Christmas. It's a bad thing, but all the other holidays are pretty good. But no, we can't have that Christianity anywhere around here. So, that's just that's what our country has turned into. And, they based all of this on a Supreme Court ruling from 1963 based on the First Amendment right here. Don't know if you guys can see this. You're probably on your phones and it's kind of small, so I'm going to read it to you. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or abridging the freedoms of speech, freedom of the press, the right of the people to assemble and petition the government for redress grievances. First Amendment. That's what the Supreme Court based that on that law on in 1963. That keeps Bibles out of school. But if you look close, there's something missing there. See that? You know what that is? Let me show you. Or prohibit the free exercise thereof. If you want to have a Bible club in your school, they can't stop you. Just like they can't stop a Satan school. They cannot restrict you the ability to exercise Christianity just like they do a Satan club or the Holy Hubcap Club or whatever the hell they want to make up and call it a religion.
So are parents just not fighting back when their Bible study classes don't get accepted?
That's exactly
So
what's
it's
wrong with
just
this
the parents
country.
not
People
standing
are
up.
sitting on their hands. They're not doing what they need to do. They listen to what the liberal media says, which tells you that, you can't have religion in schools. Satan's not really a religion. It's probably anti-religion.
Yeah.
So, but First Amendment says you can, and they can't stop you.
Again, that's not the parents fighting it.
Right. But what the First Amendment says, this is where everybody misses the target. And I took constitutional law in school. Had to learn all this stuff, okay? What that says is the government cannot pick a religion and force that on the people. That's exactly what that says. But it's been perverted over the years by liberals to the point that they just say, nope, you can't do it. You can't do it. And nobody's fighting it. We got to step up, folks. We got to step up and we got to fight this. If we don't, we're going to be in trouble. We're already in trouble. I mean, that's what this live stream's all about. Are we so far gone already that we can't ever get it back? If we ever get it back, we got to start today. We can't wait next year. We can't wait for the next president or the next Senate. We have to start doing it today. You have to step up and put forth what is right.
Like what happened in Virginia.
Right.
Their governor.
Right. Yeah, they're Virginia.
That was a big
perfect
push in it.
example.
Yeah, that was a big deal with it.
They shut down the parents in schools, and then the Virginia governor says, "Nope, I'm going to step in here and take care of this," and he won.
The whole country would do that.
But we got to do this. We got to step up and start fighting back. You lose a battle if you don't fight it from the start. If you just set back, and let everything go like it's going, you automatically lost. If these people aren't putting forth the values you believe in, step up and tell them. To hell with the FBI. They started, monitoring people that was going to school meetings and taking on these school boards. They did that for one reason, to scare the hell out of you. They wanted you to be afraid. They were afraid you would step up and you wouldn't do those things. Well, to hell with them. We're seeing the FBI exposed every day and all of this Twitter stuff, how they were stepping on people's rights. Don't let them scare you. You think I'm scared of them? Hell no. I was in that circle for a long time on the inside. And there was a lot of things that I was told to do that I did not do because it wasn't ethical. Don't let these people scare you. If it's right, stand up for it. Do what has to be done. I'm not a preacher, so I'm not going to go that route. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I'm not educated enough to go down that road very far. So I'm not going to comment on that. I mean, anybody with any common sense knows the difference in right and wrong. So step up for what's right.
Like Purple Zen said that homeschooling is becoming more popular in Iowa. It's more
Yeah,
popular probably all over the country.
More
than
popular
it ever was.
everywhere. Right now, you have more students.
2020 gave an eye opener
Yeah.
to parents what they're being taught.
You have more people doing homeschooling right now than ever in the history of our country. I mean, even back before there were schools, there just wasn't as many people, but right now there's more homeschool students than ever in the history of our country. And that's a good thing. Maybe not all of them's being taught proper. I hope so. Good values, common sense. That's the things they're not teaching your kids in school anymore. They want your kids to know more about 72 genders than they do about the real history of this country. And don't come at me with all that, whatever 1609 project or whatever the hell that shit is. That's a bunch of crap. Go back and find the real history of this country and teach your kids that. Don't let them stuff that. Okay, I'll move on. Yeah.
Food shortages.
Lady Prepper's giving me this, so I got to go. But I think I made my point. When have a formal classroom. We have a friend that was homeschooling her child during the COVID epidemic and all that stuff that was forced down our throat. That was all bullshit. We know now, but she had a formal classroom set up. He would come in and go to school just like he was going to a school every day. Do that with your child. Open the day with a prayer. Open the day with the Pledge of Allegiance, like they did when I was in school. I think they're trying to push this one world agenda on us one generation too early. There's still too many of my generation left.
Baby boomers rule.
Yeah, to set back and let that happen. We're not going to let that happen. We're getting old and we're dying off, but there's still enough of us left that they're afraid of us. So hopefully, people will start stepping up and doing what's right. So let me go on with this. All right. Like I told you before, they're talking about the vegetables going through the roof. The harvest is going to get terrible. And March or April of 23, you're going to see a lot less vegetables on the shelf or in the bins in the produce sections. Beef shortages are coming. We know that. But many experts are saying that food shortages are coming. And it's not just me or other channels like this right here that's telling you these things. These are experts in the market. They're telling you these shortages are coming, folks. You got to get out there and get that food. So, I've told you, I'm sure others are telling you, it's got to be done. Always check Amazon, the Augustin Farms discounts, because you can save some good money there. I can't believe the price of eggs. What's up?
Can you please tell them I grew tomatoes this year?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty proud.
Lady Prepper grew a pretty good crop of tomatoes this year.
We
That's
can't
the
eat
first
them
time.
fucking out. It's the first time in like 10 years in this house.
That's the first time
Why we
that's
got
happened.
tomatoes?
So, but the price of those dehydrated eggs, man, when I started buying those, you could get a number 10 can for $10. Now, when you catch them on sale, you catch them on sale for $60,
Do your own.
$70, or yeah. I mean, Lady Prepper did a video showing you how to hydrate eggs.
I'm getting ready to do 2 more.
Go on my channel, click on that video and watch it. It's very informative. Save you a lot of money down the road. I mean, right now, the price of eggs in Florida, averaging 60 cents per egg. It's crazy. That's ridiculous. I've never seen prices like this, and it's only going to get worse.
Mhm.
Our inflation is through the roof. Your dollar's worth less every day, which means you can get less for it, or you're going to have to give more to get the same. So don't sit back and watch this stuff happen, folks. Be proactive on your food, on what's going on in your community. You got to step up and start doing what's right, or we're all done. And we don't want that to happen. America was the greatest nation in the history of the world because we fought for what was right. We pushed those morals to the forefront and defended them. And if it wasn't for the United States of America right now, everybody in the world would be speaking German. So I don't give a damn what anybody says about how bad the United States is. You need to think about that. And you need to remember that. So, all right. I think I'm going to get out of here. taking up enough of your time. I appreciate every one of you. Love you all. Thanks for being with us. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you're just visiting. Hit it right there. I'd appreciate it. When you hit that button, a little bell is going to pop up. Click on the bell and then click all. And that way you'll get notifications every time I post a video. If I helped you out here anyway, please tell your friends to join us. Also, go back and review the videos on my channel. There's a lot of good information there. This tonight was a little unusual, but I'm watching what's going on in the country. I don't do a whole lot of political stuff, but like everybody else, I get to a point where I have to say something. They're making it impossible to be apolitical in this country. You're going to have to choose a side. It's coming. They got us separated. That's what they want. When you divide a people, they're easy to conquer. And this group we have in charge right now would rather rule paupers than represent the prosperous. Don't ever forget that. They want you to be weak, stupid, and poor. Don't let them do it to you. Get ready for it. With that, I want to say, pray for the United States of America. Stay strong. Pray for us hard, guys. I can't say that enough. It's terrible. So stay strong, stay patriotic to our founding principles. The Orlando Prepper is out.